Lou Ferrigno was born on November 9, 1951, in Brooklyn, New York, into a hard-working Italian-American family that lived a simple and disciplined life. His childhood began with challenges that would shape his entire destiny. At an early age, Lou suffered severe ear infections that caused permanent hearing loss of nearly 80%. This disability isolated him from the world around him. He struggled in school, found it difficult to communicate with other children, and became an easy target for bullying. Classmates mocked him, teachers misunderstood him, and loneliness slowly became a constant part of his life. Lou grew up feeling different, angry, and insecure. To escape emotional pain, he found inspiration in comic books, especially characters like Hercules and the Incredible Hulk. These larger-than-life heroes gave him comfort and hope, showing him strength that he wished to possess himself. At the age of 13, Lou made a life-changing decision when he discovered weight training. Using basic equipment in his basement, he began lifting weights in silence, pushing his body harder every day. Training became his therapy, his protection, and his purpose. With the support of his father, he joined a gym where he learned proper technique and discipline. Slowly, his body began to change, and with it, his confidence started to grow for the first time in his life. By his late teenage years, Lou Ferrigno was already developing an extraordinary physique. His size and natural structure were far beyond anything seen in most young lifters. He trained relentlessly, often choosing the gym over social life. While others enjoyed weekends, Lou spent hours lifting heavy weights, building not just muscle but mental toughness. In 1973, he shocked the bodybuilding world by winning the IFBB Mr. America title, becoming the youngest man ever to win that competition at the time. His victory instantly brought national attention to his name. At over 6 feet 5 inches tall and weighing well above 250 pounds in solid muscle, Lou was a genetic giant. His arms, shoulders, and chest were massive even by competitive standards. Soon he stepped onto the world stage to compete at the highest level in Mr. Olympia, where he faced the dominant champion Arnold Schwarzenegger. The rivalry between Lou and Arnold became legendary, representing youth against experience, silence against confidence, and raw power against complete mastery. Although Lou never defeated Arnold in competition, his presence alone changed how people viewed bodybuilding. He proved that size could redefine the sport. The 1977 documentary film Pumping Iron captured this rivalry and transformed both men into international stars. While Arnold was portrayed as the confident champion, Lou appeared as the determined underdog driven by immense internal pressure and high expectations from his family and coach. The film exposed Lou's emotional side, his struggle for approval, and the weight of disappointment he carried despite his success. After Pumping Iron, Lou Ferrigno became famous far beyond bodybuilding circles. Yet competitive victory at the highest level remained out of reach. Still, destiny had prepared a different kind of fame for him. In 1978, Lou was cast as the Incredible Hulk in the CBS television series based on Marvel Comics. The role changed his life forever. His extraordinary size, combined with his ability to express emotion without relying heavily on dialogue, made him perfect for the character. For 5 seasons and multiple television movies, Lou became the physical face of the Hulk across the world. Millions of viewers watched him transform into the Green Giant, symbolizing uncontrollable strength and bottled-up anger. For Lou, the role felt deeply personal. He understood the loneliness and rage of the character because he had lived those emotions himself as a child struggling with disability and isolation. The show turned him into a global icon and gave him a permanent place in popular culture. Even decades later, many fans still consider his version of the Hulk to be the most authentic and emotional portrayal. Despite television success, Lou Ferrigno never walked away from bodybuilding. Throughout the late 1970s and 1980s, he continued training with the same intensity that had built his physique. He attempted several comebacks in professional competition, always chasing the dream of winning Mr. Olympia. Although the title remained elusive, he earned respect for his persistence and love for the sport. However, life outside the spotlight became complicated. His marriage and personal relationships faced strain. He experienced legal battles, financial pressures, and emotional stress as Hollywood opportunities slowly faded after the Hulk series ended. Being typecast limited the variety of roles he received. The same body that once made him famous now became a barrier in the acting industry. Yet Lou never allowed disappointment to break his spirit. Instead, he shifted his focus toward training others and maintaining his own physical excellence. In the 1990s and early 2000s, Lou reinvented himself once again. He began working as a professional personal trainer, coaching celebrities, athletes, and everyday people who sought physical transformation. His reputation as a strict but motivating trainer grew rapidly. At the same time, he returned to acting through guest appearances in movies and television shows. One of his most popular later roles was on the sitcom King of Queens, where he portrayed a comedic version of himself. This showed a new side of Lou to the public: humble, humorous, and self-aware. He also continued to voice the Hulk in animated series and video games, introducing his legendary connection with the character to younger generations. His voice became just as iconic to fans as his physique. One of the most inspiring chapters of Lou Ferrigno's life came through his physical achievements at an age when most athletes have long retired. In his 40s, 50s, and even 60s, Lou continued to train with extreme intensity. In 1996, he made a serious comeback attempt at the Mr. Olympia stage, shocking the fitness world with his conditioning. Decades after his competitive prime, he still possessed remarkable muscle mass and strength. Even in his later years, Lou was consistently seen lifting heavy weights, proving that true discipline has no age limit. His commitment to fitness inspired millions around the world, especially older individuals who believed age had ended their physical potential. Lou became living proof that consistency and mindset matter more than youth. Perhaps the most emotional transformation of Lou Ferrigno's life came when he finally addressed the hearing loss that had haunted him since childhood. For decades, he lived in near silence, relying heavily on lip reading and limited sound. In later life, he underwent successful cochlear implant surgery that dramatically improved his hearing. For the first time, Lou could fully experience sound, music, and conversation with clarity. The emotional impact of this change was overwhelming. It was not just a medical miracle but the closing of a lifelong wound. The boy who once lived in silence could finally hear the world he had conquered through strength. This moment symbolized his entire life journey, turning weakness into power through persistence. Beyond fitness and entertainment, Lou Ferrigno also dedicated part of his life to public service. He became a reserve deputy sheriff in several departments in the United States, fulfilling another childhood dream of protecting others. His massive presence made him a natural figure of authority, but his intention was always to serve rather than intimidate. Family has remained a central pillar in Lou Ferrigno's life. He is a father and has always spoken about how important his children are to him. Despite his busy career, he tried to remain present in their lives and serve as an example of discipline and perseverance. His relationship with his parents, especially his mother, deeply influenced his values. Growing up with limited advantages taught him humility even at the height of fame. His life story is not one of smooth success but one of constant battle against internal and external limitations. From bullying and disability to global fame and later reinvention, every stage of his life demanded adaptation and mental strength. Today, Lou Ferrigno is remembered not only as the original Incredible Hulk but also as one of the most inspirational figures in the fitness and entertainment world. His journey from a partially deaf, insecure child in Brooklyn to an international icon of strength represents the power of human will. He did not become great because life was easy for him. He became great because he refused to surrender to his limitations. Through iron, discipline, patience, and belief, he transformed pain into purpose. His legacy is not measured only in muscle size or television ratings but in the millions of lives he has inspired to rise above their own struggles. He worked with law enforcement on community projects, youth programs, and public safety awareness. This role gave him a deeper sense of purpose outside fame and muscle. It also showed that true strength lies in responsibility and service, not just physical dominance. Decades after his first appearance on television, Lou Ferrigno still stands as a symbol of perseverance, self-reinvention, and quiet strength. His life teaches that true power comes not from physical force alone but from the courage to confront weakness and the determination to rise again after every fall. From the silent basement workouts of his teenage years to the bright lights of global fame, Lou Ferrigno's story remains one of the most powerful transformations in modern sports and entertainment history.